The NBA playoffs did not disappoint today, and I just want to make a short video talking about each game and what I thought of them. I'll probably do some more of these, but right now, this is where I want to start talking about the playoffs, this year. Also, I think through these games more and probably post another video about these next week. The first game today was the Heat versus the Cavs. So the Cavs swept the Heat, and I think everyone predicted that, so I won't spend much time talking about this game. Yeah, so the Heat got destroyed. I don't think it was Cleveland's play. I mean, Cleveland still played amazing, but the Heat were also struggling. Except for Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell had a really good game, and I think he'll be pretty good in years to come. One guy I want to talk about, though, was Jarrett Allen. People are calling his performance today Shaq-like, and I wouldn't disagree. He got involved in every play, and it just seemed like he was a total menace out there. 22 points, 9 rebounds. If you didn't watch this game or you turned it off because the Heat were getting destroyed, you wouldn't really understand from that stat line, but if you actually watch the game, he was playing pretty dominantly. And I think overall, if the Cavs want to win this year, Jarrett's going to have to keep playing like that. Now I got the Grizzlies versus the Thunder. I'm not going to lie, the Grizzlies had me fooled in the first half. Started off the game pumped up, scorching. They were really locked in. But the Thunder won. Before I talk about Shea, I want to talk about Scottie Pippen Jr. This man just had a 30 bomb. In my opinion, he's one of the most underrated players in the NBA because he's been behind Ja, his shadow, the entire season. But this man can hoop. I think the Grizzlies should trade him this offseason, to be honest. They're not using him to his full potential. And I feel like on another team, he would be a good third or second option. Also, Edey had a pretty good game. He's been getting clowned on, deservingly so, but 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 blocks today. That's pretty good. I feel like overall, it was just Jaren Jackson that decided the game. He didn't play that good. He was decent, but for the caliber player he is, I feel like he should have done more. The good thing about this, though, is they're the 8th seed, so they're not really expected to play, too good compared to the Thunder anyway. So, his bad game kind of got overshadowed. And also, of course, Shea had an MVP-like performance. Stop hating on this man. He's elite. He can hoop. And even with free throws, he's just really crafty. And he doesn't really need them. I know that one game earlier in the season doesn't really do it justice, but, everyone can have bad games. I feel like he proved why he's a favorite for MVP this season, and, he just reeks confidence. Also, shout out to Hardenstein's triple-double. Or, no, double-double. This game is probably the most remembered game of the night with that Aaron Gordon buzzer beater, but also it was a pretty fun game besides that. Jokic had 38 points, 21 rebounds, which was insane. Also 8 assists. So he had an MVP-type performance. I wouldn't care if him, Shea, or Giannis won MVP. Also, Zubac played really good, and I'm kind of rooting for him because I liked how he turned into, a top 5 center this year, when before he was kind of, I wouldn't say, obscure, but, he wasn't really, well-known and well-respected as a really good player. I'm going to be honest, the last 5 minutes when the Nuggets had, a 14-point lead, I almost turned the game off, but then they started turning the ball over, and it got really interesting. The Clippers taking the lead today was a bit crazy, and I think a big part of that was Norman Powell. I remember he hit that, I can't remember if it was either a wing 3 or a corner 3 to put the Clippers up, but yeah. And Kawhi also played really good. Kawhi's, reminding me of his Toronto days. Harden with the double-double today. I like how he turned from, a score-first kind of shooting guard to a point guard who uses his threat of scoring to kick it out and then get 10 assists. And then also, he can give you, 30, 40 on any given night. That was a rough sentence. The Nuggets finally prevailed. Jokic missed that 3, and then Aaron Gordon had that insane putback dunk that they were reviewing for, 5 minutes. My heart stopped when they said it might not have counted. I'm not rooting for any specific team, but I was holding my breath. And I really hope this series goes to 7. Now I got the final game of the day, the Warriors and the Rockets. This was probably my favorite game of the day. It's for sure defensive-oriented. I know Curry had, almost 40. I can't remember. Did he get to 40? I can't remember on my light. I watched this game, 20 minutes ago. I don't know why, I can't remember. But, you know, it was a pretty good game. Also, with Jimmy out, Curry was doing some hardcore carrying. Like, his heroics were insane this game. I remember Draymond bricked the layup, and I was like, yeah, the Warriors are cooked without Curry. But no, Stephen Curry, if there's a will, there's a way. I remember all the way until, like, 7 minutes. No, not 7 minutes. Like 6 minutes into the fourth quarter. I really thought the Rockets had this game, but the Warriors just kind of took control, and I think that's because the Rockets are young. You know, so Steph saved the Warriors this game. I think the Warriors without Jimmy or Steph, I mean, this you can say this about a lot of teams of superstars, but especially the Warriors, they'd be like one of the worst teams in the league, like Wizards bad. And overall, this was just a great game. Overall, if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, maybe. I'm not forcing you. And, you know, maybe comment if you, like, agree with me, disagree with me. I don't know. And goodbye.